That's mean. There.
You can't escape.
I'll share this out again. Sorry guys, first stream kind of fucked up. It might fuck up again, but I will be eventually hardwired tonight, so okay.
Verify the data.
Okay. Just give me a minute here. I just want to check, make sure my mom's okay, because she was moving some stuff around to the front for garbage night, but she's disappeared. She might have got caught up talking to a neighbor or something. Let me see. Sounds like she is, yeah. God, somebody's used, like, manure out front, it smells like. Either that or somebody's let their dog go poop out front. It stinks to high heaven, but I think it's manure. Yuck. Normally I like opening my window, especially like my bedroom window later on tonight. I was thinking of opening, but if it smells like that, shit. Ugh. Did it not? Okay, there. Alright, so one thing down. A couple missions here to do. And then, we'll go from there.
This is Hound Actual to all personnel. Void Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over. Large-scale Vulgus transfer confirmed. Descendant, stop the enemy troop deployment. Take this.
Descendant, the transport has dropped a wide-ranged shaping charge on the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
Oh my gosh, I cannot even get the button. That's how bad janky my connection is. Just even trying to get up onto the platform is hilarious. But yeah, definitely when I play Call of Duty, I need to be hardwired. There's no question about it.
Hound Actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
There we go. Oh my gosh. Nope, I think I hear my mom. Yep. Give me a second. I'll be right back, you guys. I gotta spot my mom while she moves some stuff, just because she's got a heart problem, so, um, yeah, I just want to keep an eye on her. So I will be back, and then we'll finish out the rest of the stuff I gotta do. Alright, it looks like a neighbor guy came over to help my mom. So nice. And helped her lift a screen thing she had across the street. It's like a wooden screen and it has like 3 panels and like a design cutout and stuff. It's kind of hard to explain what it is, but it's like a screen. And my mom had it kind of close to the back door window and it was just taking up a lot of space. She liked it, you know, but after a while, like, she would bump into it and stuff. She's got Parkinson's now. And so I said, Mom, I'm scared that you're going to bump into it and hurt yourself. Here goes my Virgo nagginess. But I'm like, I'm scared that you're going to bump into it and hurt yourself. And possibly, you know, as well as hurting yourself, that screen could go through the glass. Or, you know, crack the glass, the patio door. I says, let's get rid of it. And so she had it put in the backyard, but it had been sitting out there for a few weeks because we just had so much shit coming up that we didn't get a chance to call the city to come in, you know, for garbage or pick it up because you have to book it. And so it'd been sitting out there. But anyways, nice guy came along. I'll have to ask my mom who it was, and he lifted it across for her. So I can't do it right now because my foot is all fucked up. My leg. So I'm glad, you know, I'm glad he was able to. Alright.
This is Hound Action, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
Where's the last one? I got it.
Wide-range shaping charge drop complete. Begin the void energy purification operation. Descendant, prime the detonator with your arcade. Then activate the remote detonation device.
Captain Elias, deploying arcade. I am the original.
Hound Actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Okay. Okay, so got that done. All Sigma sectors finished, so it's just my 400% missions now. Take it easy with the foodies. I want you to eat, but you gotta take it easy, bud. You're eating too fast, you're gonna puke. I just want to see something else. Oh, okay, so it was just this stuff. Wall Crusher. Legion Laboratory. What's this? Doesn't say anything. Okay. Oops. Let me see. What are our dailies? The Haven or Quarantine Zone. Okay. Be right back again. Just gonna look at the front door. I think my mom's talking to this dude. Just want to double check that she's okay. Yeah, she's talking to him. Alright. Whoever that is, God bless him. He's such a nice dude. He offered to come over and lift stuff over for my mom, so it's really nice. Because we don't have a guy in my house, like, you know. It's just my mom and I. So any, like, heavy manual labor like that, you know, and women don't have the muscles for it. We're not built like that to lift, you know, super heavy shit. So it's like, yeah, it's hard. Like, my mom was trying to take some of it over on a dolly, you know, a little thing with wheels on it that you can roll over. And that's hard still, because you gotta try to make sure the thing doesn't fall off of it. And but where I live is like, my mom, you know, she collects a lot of stuff, or she kind of stopped doing it, but she could fall into that trap again, which is what we gotta be careful of. But she had a tendency to really collect a lot of shit, and so over the years it accumulated, right? And you gotta think, I've been living here for about 38 years of my life, like practically my entire life. And so within that 38, a gypsy in a way. And so since we settled, you know, my mom had a car at the time, so she would go, you know, to like flea markets and, you know, thrift stores and stuff, and she'd get different things. Or she would even, like, I forget what the movie's called. I think it's called Anywhere But Here, with Natalie Portman and Susan Sarandon. It's a mom and daughter, and like one of the scenes in that movie is like they're driving around on like garbage night, I think, and pretty sure it was that movie. And the mom is like getting like furniture and putting it into the back of the car. Well, my mom would do some of that kind of stuff too. Like on certain garbage nights, she'd go to certain areas that were like maybe a little bit higher class, and she'd look through the stuff, and if there was anything she thought she could repair or, you know, kind of make look amazing, she would get it, and like it would become a hobby for her. But she would often collect things and kind of hoard it, and it wouldn't get fixed. Like some of it would, but the majority wouldn't. It was just like a project that was sitting there, you know what I mean? And so over the years that built up and became a big problem, so that like when where I live has to come in to do, like, you know, handyman repairs or whatever. Or in the case, what's coming up for us is they want to renovate the upstairs flooring, like tear it up, tear up all the carpet and put new flooring down. Well, we can't do it because we have too much shit. And my basement's all packed because also, not only was it, you know, thrift stores, secondhand stuff, when my grandma had to go to a nursing home, my grandma lived just across the street. So, you know, her siblings said, well, hey, you live close enough. It's going to be hard for us to get rid of all this and expensive, so why don't you just put it in your basement? And so that's been sitting down too. And then, like, my grandma, after she passed away, and then, you know, it was really hard, still is really hard for my mom to get rid of that stuff because it's my grandma. It's the only thing left of my grandma she has, right? Her mom. So it's a really complex dynamic, and it's easy for people to say, like, oh, that'll be easy, just, you know, do the Marie Kondo thing and just get rid of it and downsize, which I want to do. I want to get rid of a lot of shit, but when there's a more complex, we'll just say, like, condition at play, it's not that easy. And in the time frame they're wanting it done. But, like, we still chip away at it and stuff. Like, we're getting rid of, like I said, furniture. Some furniture my mom had in the basement. Like, end tables. She had a couple end tables. She had a screen that was once in the living room, and we put into the backyard. That screen I was talking about that the guy carried across. But I'm proud of her. She's getting rid of stuff now. Because I know it's not easy for her. Because she's scared of, you know, losing stuff. It's like when my mom was growing up, her father, my grandfather, sadly, he had an illness of alcoholism. It is like an illness. And it was untreated. He wasn't getting help for it. And what he would do is he would, you know, any money they had, he would go drink it away. Like his children's money for food, for clothing, you know, for the house. And not only that, he gambled. So he would play poker. I love poker myself, but I would never gamble money on it, especially knowing what happened to my grandpa. So my grandpa, you know, he would drink money away and gamble some of the money away. Apparently, I think it was the mortgage for my mom's house. He gambled away in a poker game and lost. So they ended up losing their home. My mom went days without eating. Didn't, you know, her clothes had holes in it. It was really bad happening to you, right? If you think about it mentally. And fear of loss and losing things, like losing your home, losing your stability. That would naturally make somebody fearful of loss, right? And want to collect and hold on to things, right? And so, yeah, I think, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but I think that's part of my mom's problem. Now, I was talking to one of my neighbors, next door neighbor actually, and her mom has a similar condition. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's tied to my, had a rough childhood, and she believes the same thing, and that's what kind of impacted, you know, that damage. Alright. My connection is so shit. I'm gonna have to ask my mom if I can go upstairs soon. Because I want to stream some Div as well. I know right now you guys have the blue screen, but you should hear me talking. It's just, it says poor connection quality, broadcasting only, mic audio. So I'll just do this for now, so you guys can hear me still tell my story. But then I'll have to go hardwired. It's just, it's just not happening when I stream from down here. But yeah, very, very rough childhood, and it's very incredibly sad. And you know, I think that, you know, a lot of shit that happens in your childhood, especially if you see as a child your parents going through rough things too when you're a child, and then it impacts your immediate household, that shit carries forward into your later years, and it can affect everything, like, you know, your stability, your house, your family, your relationships, you know, your intimate relationships, if you don't have that childhood trauma kind of dealt with. And so yeah, I think it carried forward. Yeah, sorry guys, I know you can't see what's going on. You're not missing much, it's just the same mission again. And then I'll sign off. And then see if I can move my system upstairs. Because I'm gonna have to have it up there anyways for like, I think 10 p.m. tonight. We're approaching the final boss room right now. We're in the final boss room. But yeah, it's kind of... First Descendant's unplayable. I don't know if Div 2 will be any better. I could test Div 2 out. But if it's gonna do the same shit, I might as well just go hardwired. Alright. So, that knocks out my dailies. So I'll either try streaming again from my living room for Division 2, or I'll just go fuck it. I'm gonna be upstairs anyway, and talk it over with my mom and see if she's okay with me moving things upstairs. So I don't know if she's like, oh, I'm tired, I want to lay down for a couple hours or so here. You know, I can't just do whatever the hell I want. I gotta make sure it's in alignment with, you know, my house, a part of me. And, yeah. Okay. I get bored of playing this game at times. It's just so repetitive and so grindy. You know, a lot of my games are grindy, but when it becomes too grindy, you just kind of tune out. Okay, so I'm rolling dice for this event. So I just got... Okay, I got Ultimate Alignment Device, I got Superconductive Cooling Unit, Cooper Shards, Red Main Commandos UI theme, and a Crystallization Catalyst. Oh, wow. So if you complete it up to 5 times around the board, you get rewards, so... I don't know what the time limit is on this. 17 days? Okay, yeah. If I play daily, I'll have that done. But yeah, I'm just gonna check my list here, make sure everything's checked off, and then we will bounce. Yep, everything's checked off. Alright guys, I should be back in a bit here. I just gotta get home life a little bit situated before I find out where exactly I can stream from. But until then, peace out.